It would be a crime after all the years of abuse Nigel Farage has received and had to deal with. The people's champion, Nigel Farage. And he would go in front of the European Parliament and tell them how crooked and corrupt they were and unelected officials and you're not for the people and you're taxing them to death. And they would just pretty much laugh at him like, ah, yeah, you're right, but F off, so what? And he'd have some of the best speeches you ever heard. And now that Brexit is a reality, tomorrow's Friday. Tomorrow's Friday. It is official. So Nigel Farage gives his last speech to the European Parliament. And I'd like to listen to this with you together.
But we're going to wave you goodbye, and we'll look forward in the future to working with you as sovereign.
If you disobey the rules, you get cut off. Could we please remove the flags?
So this is it, the final chapter, the end of the road. A 47-year political experiment that the British, frankly, have never been very happy with. My mother and father signed up to a common market, not to a political union, not to flags, anthems, presidents, and now you even want your own army. For me, it's been 27 years of campaigning and over 20 years here in this Parliament. I'm not particularly happy with the agreement we're being asked to vote on tonight, but Boris has been remarkably bold.
You mind if I just put myself back here, as if I was there with him, kind of cheering him on? Would that be too much to ask? Can I just do that? All right.
In the last few months, and Ms von der Leyen, he's made it clear, he's promised us there'll be no level playing field. And on that basis, I wish him every success in the next round of negotiations. I really do. But the most significant point is this. What happens at 11 p.m. this Friday, the 31st of January, 2020, marks the point of no return. Once we've left, we are never coming back, and the rest, frankly, is detail. We're going, we will be gone. And that should be the summit of my own political ambitions. I walked in here, as I've said before, you all thought it was terribly funny. You stopped laughing in 2016. But my view has changed of Europe since I joined. In 2005, I saw the constitution that had been drafted by Giscard and others. I saw it rejected by the French in a referendum. I saw it rejected by the Dutch in a referendum. And I saw you in these institutions ignore them, bring it back as the Lisbon Treaty and boast you could ram it through without there being referendums. Well, the Irish did have a vote and did say no and were forced to vote again. You're very good at making people vote again, but what we've proved is the British are too big to bully, thank goodness. So I became an outright opponent of the entire European project. I want Brexit to start a debate across the rest of Europe. What do we want from Europe? If we want trade, friendship, cooperation, reciprocity, we don't need a European Commission. We don't need a European Court. We don't need these institutions and all of this power. And I can promise you, both in UKIP and indeed in the Brexit Party, we love Europe. We just hate the European Union. It's as simple as that. So I'm hoping this begins the end of this project. It's a bad project. It isn't just undemocratic, it's anti-democratic, and it puts in that front row. It gives people power without accountability. People who cannot be held to account by the electorate. And that is an unacceptable structure. Indeed, there's an historic battle going on now across the West, in Europe, America, and elsewhere. It is globalism against populism. And you may loathe populism, but I tell you a funny thing, it's becoming very popular. And it has great benefits. No more financial contributions. No more European Court of Justice. No more common fisheries policy. No more being talked down to. No more being bullied. No more Guy Verhofstadt. I mean, what's not to like? I know you're going to miss us. I know you want to ban our national flags, but we're going to wave you goodbye. And we'll look forward in the future to working with you as sovereign.
If you disobey the rules, you get cut off. Could we please remove the flags?
Oh, just look at her face. I am so angry at you, Nigel Farage, you little bastard. Put the flags down! Put them down! You'll be fined by the European Council of Foreign blah 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 blah. Look at her face. She is upset. Brexit was never supposed to happen. We had all this control. Damn Nigel Farage and Boris Johnson, and damn them to hell. Or as one of their favorite words over there in Europe or London, bloody hell. Oh, bloody hell. Yes, bloody hell. That's correct. That is a big 10-4. The people have had enough, and you saw how difficult it was. This party, we'll do Brexit. Liar. No, they didn't. They caved. We're not going to do no more bailouts. We're not doing that. Oh, they bailed out. Criminal after criminal after criminal put in. Until finally, the people's choice made it in. And said, look, we're going to do what we told you we're going to do. It's simple. And they did it. And when you see this video tomorrow, it's Friday. And Friday is D-Day for Brexit. It is a D as in done deal. It's double D-Day. Excuse me. Done deal day, if you will. So, once again, unaccounted for elected officials. He nailed it. They used to laugh at him, like he acknowledged, yeah, you guys used to laugh at him. You kind of stopped laughing in 2016. They started getting a little nervous. But they still poked fun at him. And now he says, he gives a sweet victory speech. And we're going to wave the flags. We're going to wave everyone wants the flags. Everybody waves them. You must not do that. You will be cut off. You will be cut off if you don't follow the rules. You cannot wave your flag. Guess what? He done waved it anyways. And he's waving it goodbye. And I wish them the best of luck. And I look forward to the deals that the United States of America under Donald Trump is going to make with our friends in the UK. I look forward to having a nice friendship with that country now that they are out of the criminal gang mafia organization known as the EU. Take care.